Baby, it's real hard living in a world where everything that you thought about a person ain't true. Where everything that you thought a person was, you come to the realization that that shit ain't true. The blame game was something that was very prevalent, very, very prominent in my childhood, right? I was always blamed for things that I had no parts in, right? That I was not the sole proprietor of creating or doing, right? But yet and still I got blamed for these different things. And so I would get ass whoopings, put on punishment, you name it, right? And so it got to a point to where when I became a young adult, I said, okay, I'm not taking this anymore. I'm not dealing with this. And I removed myself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all the things. I removed myself. And then people had to start coming to the realization like, damn, when she removed herself, the problems that we had, not only are they still present, but they are now more prominent. They're bigger than what they were. And so it must be hard for those people to have to accept the fact that not only was I never the problem, but I was actually the solution. I was actually the truth. I was actually the light. I was actually the love, the divinity, the sovereignty, the righteousness. I was actually the guidance. I was actually the divinity. I was actually the one that was bringing them goodness, whatever goodness they were bringing into their life. It must be real hard to get to a point in your life where you got to accept. And these people may never actually admit or say these things out loud, not to themselves or anybody else for that matter. But it must be real hard to even admit or accept it to yourself, right? That she was never the problem. She was always the solution. She was always the solution. She was always the justice, the truth, the divinity, the balance, the sovereignty, the joy, the fun, the freedom. She was always the one who showed up. Even when nobody thought she would or could, right? But she still showed up anyway. This is Little Pieces of Me, a sanctuary of safety for Alethea's truth to peace purposefully in power. I don't know if y'all heard that horn or not. Yeah, thank you, Holy Spirit. But this is Little Pieces of Me, a sanctuary of safety for Alethea's truth to peace purposefully in power. Welcome to the land of paradise, empowered by freedom. Until next time, if you haven't already heard today, you are beautiful, you are amazing, and I love you. Don't stop, don't quit. You are it.